Black power to everybody out there. Black power. I want to say shout out to everybody out there. All you flat earthers. I love you all. Shout out to all the gay people out there. Shout out to all the bisexual people out there. Shout out to all the flat people, flat earthers out there. Flat power to all y'all. You hear me? I love all y'all. Now check this shit out. This is what I built right here. This is about the Aurora Borealis. And I'm going to try and focus just on the Aurora Borealis. And since I could talk for hours about it, I'm going to try and talk. I've only got a little bit of time here to talk about it. I could put 50 videos about the Aurora Borealis. But this is my version of the Aurora Borealis. This is Mount MERU right here with the Aurora Borealis shooting right out of the top and the 4 great rivers coming into the root system of the tree of life. When the tree of life was taken down, this is what was left right here. Look, it looks like a throne. The throne of God. There is no God. This is what people are calling God right here. This is a tree, stump, the magnetic black RUPIS NEGRA, the black stone at the North Pole, where all compasses point. That's what it looks like. It looks like a throne. It's a tree stump. It's a tree that was taken down, and as you can see when it was ripped down, the back of it looks like a throne right here. As it comes up here, it's like a throne, and then the Aurora Borealis shoots out of this part right here. The Aurora Borealis comes out of here, and the sun comes twirling into this, and comes twirling out of this, marking your seasons and the days. Just like your clock is a flat Earth map laid down. You lay your clock down flat, and you got your sun and your moon going around the flat Earth, and in the center is Mount MERU. And Mount MERU is the center of everything. This is where the center of your clock, the center of everything comes from here. The center of the universe starts here and comes outward. Everything comes out from this toroidal field here, outward. This is the center right here. Everything comes from the center out. This is the center, the RUPIS NEGRA, the black stone, Mount MERU. Everything comes from this crown chakra, the crown, the king, the crown chakra. The crown is a rainbow color, of ether rainbow colors. That's what color the rainbow, the crown chakra is a rainbow color, a 1,000-petaled rainbow lotus. We are all the chakras. We come from the flower of life, so we are flowers. In essence, we are the flower. We are a flower in sacred geometric form. In etheric form, our spirits are a flower. In sacred geometric form, we are all flowers. Yes, we are all flowers in sacred geometric form, and we are part of the tree of life. And this is where we get home to. This is home. The Aurora Borealis shoots out of the tree of life, comes swirling around. And they fly their UFOs. All the stars are UFOs. Those are wandering stars. They're UFOs. And they fly their UFOs around the axis mundi. They fly them around in a twirling pattern. Everything twirls around Mount MERU. They marked you with time. Then they laid you down on a flat Earth clock and they started the Gregorian clock at that time and put the word time. They marked time there for you. And the Aurora Borealis shoots out of the top of Mount MERU and spreads over us, but you can't get to it. They won't let you go to it. And this is where we need to get to. And it's pure ether, pure VRIL energy. They call it VRIL. They used to have the children of the VRIL. It was girls with long hair, and they would stand in the Aurora Borealis and let the aurora run through their hair, and collect the aurora in their hair, collect the VRIL in their hair, collecting the green light in their hair, and the VRIL in their hair, the lotus etheric energy, aurora green heart chakra energy. When you come out of the crown, you go to the void. When you go to the void, that's when you come out of the body. You go to the void when you come out of the crown chakra. And this Mount Meru is a live crown chakra, a live toroidal field, a live crown chakra. Mount Meru is, and when you get to Mount Meru, you could reach the void there, and that means you come out of yourself. Your spirit goes out of yourself to the void, and you ascend to the void through Mount Meru. It's a live crown chakra, which can take you to the void in real life. It's there, right there, live in front of your eyes, if you get to it. And the Aurora Borealis is the soul of the tree of life, just like we all have a soul. It's part of the ether, the Ethernet. That's why what you're watching now is spiritual, the Ethernet. The way a computer and all the lights are formed from the computer, that's the Aurora Borealis lights through your computer. That's the light coming, any light that we get is the same thing as the Aurora Borealis. But the computer is a special one because it's an Ethernet, it's ether light sent through your Ethernet. That's why they call it Ethernet. When they took down these trees that we used to live in, they took down the big trees, and the trees used to speak to each other through the ether, through the aurora and the ether. That's why we're using the Ethernet now to speak. We're using the same method that the trees did back then to speak now. We're using the Ethernet and the ether. And the ether is the aurora. When they cracked the tree of life down, cracked it and broke it, the Aurora Borealis came out of it, which is the spirit and the ether of the tree in live form. And I'm certain when we get there, there's going to be a flower of life pattern inside of that light. You're going to see a flower of life pattern. The secret of the flower of life. You're going to see a sacred geometric flower of life pattern in that light. And that's what the shape of your chakras are. Those are your chakras. The chakras are the shape of flowers. Lotus-petaled flowers, etheric, sacred geometric flowers from concentric circles, which starts from a Vesica Pisces and keeps continuing on to the flower of life, to the fruit of life. Then it goes from the fruit of life to the tree of life, to the flower of life, then to the tree of life, and then outside to Metatron's cube. But the tree of life is big. It's the where we all come from. We all come from the tree of life, and the tree of life is at Mount Meru, and that was the only one that was that big. It was the biggest organism ever, and all other trees connected. The root systems connect to Mount Meru. All the water that we drink connects to Mount Meru. Everything it's living water. When you reach Mount Meru and you drink from those waters, that's living water. That is the everlasting living waters, the fountain of youth. You will live forever. When you drink from Mount Meru, you live forever. That is the fountain of youth. You have found the everlasting waters, the living waters. You're drinking from pure living waters. The waters they're serving you are dead. They're dead waters they're serving you. So you need to get to Mount Meru and drink from the living waters and stand in the Aurora Borealis lights and let that pure VRIL run through you. And then you will ascend, clean your spirit, go vegan, become a vegan, clean yourself and get rid of all the bad spiritual things that you know are harming your body and your mind and your spirit. Not religion. There is no God. God doesn't exist. I'm talking about God does not exist. This is talking about metaphysically cleaning yourself and getting the chakras are the way in and out of the body. The chakras are the way in and out of the body. That is the way in and out of the body, the chakras. That's why everybody talks about the chakras. The government talks about the chakras. The government talks about the chakras. Everybody talks about the chakras because they know that that's the way. That's the occult knowledge. The big hidden secret is the chakras. Okay, and at Mount Meru you have a live crown chakra right there. Okay, and the Aurora Borealis is pure VRIL, etheric energy. And the sun pops out of it and comes in and out of the tree of life. And that's what the Christmas tree represents, the chopping down of the tree of life. The lights on the Christmas tree represent the Aurora Borealis, but they also represent the fruits that were on the trees. And the fruits on those trees were so big. Those are the big stones that you see all over the world. The big round stones. Those big stones everywhere, all over the beaches. And the big stones, some of them have faces carved in them, those big, huge stones. Those are the fruits from those trees. Those are the oranges and all the fruits and everything that came from those trees are spheres. Those are the spheres from the Sephiroth, from the tree of life. the Sephiroth, which means spears. Spears from the tree of life, which are the fruits. The fruits were huge back there. We had fruits that were bigger than houses. Okay? So those are your fruits. Those big round stones were your fruits from the trees, from the tree of big trees. Cypress Island is a big cypress tree. Cypress Island is a big cypress tree. Hawaii, Diamond Head Mountain in Hawaii is a big tree stump. Take a good look at Diamond Head Mountain. It's a big tree stump. Okay, everything around you, and all the mountains and everything around you, and dirt and all the deserts were made from these trees. They're all broken down trees, everything. So, the Aurora Borealis is where we need to get to. We need to get to the Aurora Borealis, and they won't let us get there. They won't let you get there for a reason. They won't let you get there for a reason because they know that if you follow those aurora green lights and run into those lights, that you're out of here. You're going to go into the other dimensions where you vibrate so high, and there's another world underneath Mount MERU in the center of the earth where the cradle of civilization still exists, and where we, the cradle of civilization, started and still exists today. We need to get there where all compasses point. I love you all. Come to my channel for truth. I love you all. Flat power. Flat power.